We are joined by digital media expert John McCauley from Moxley Carmichael, explaining the newest features on Instagram and what you will and will not see anymore. I got really excited about the zoom in feature on Instagram. Finally, we can zoom into a picture. I've been waiting to do this for so long.
Well, since they changed the news feed and redesigned the whole app and made everybody mad, they had to go away where they gave somebody something they've been asking for since the app came out.
What were people mad about?
Just the redesign in general. You know, I use Instagram every day. Why make it look different for me? You know, that general uncomfortability. Nobody likes the icon, but I really like all the stuff they've been changing lately. So I think adding a zoom feature was something they could do to the kind of old heads on Instagram that have been there since the beginning and wanted to do that.
I get the icon thing. It's a little bright.
It is very rainbowy and flat.
Yeah, but it's not something that really impacts my life much, I'm going to be honest.
Sure.
I do love Instagram, and I feel like it's absolutely the favorite among people I talk to. Instagram is always the favorite social media platform right now.
Sure.
Okay, so you can zoom in on pictures. What else?
The zoom in on pictures is the big thing. You know, you just pinch to zoom, pinch to open. Peek and pop is another really cool thing that's come out. If you have an iPhone 6s, you got the 3D touch when it came out, so you could peek and pop, which meant you could press down harder on certain apps and get more options than you would have if you just clicked. Yeah, well, Instagram decided that they would add that straight into their app for people that don't have iPhone 6s, so you can actually hold down on a photo that's in your feed, and it will pop up full screen and let you look at it.
And you can send it in a message. It gives you all those options to do underneath.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So people are happy with this?
Oh, yeah. I think the new features really add a lot of benefits to Instagram, and as the new phones get better, you know, iPhone 7's got a really cool camera. You know, the Galaxy, the S7s and Note 7 that are going to be back out soon, they've got really, really nice cameras on them, high megapixels, full DSLR capabilities for a lot of them. So, I mean, adding new features with all these, the zoom is a big deal because Instagram used to have really small photos, and now they're super high resolution. They're really crisp and really beautiful, so people want to get in there and see the details.
It's amazing how people are so good at creating their Instagram page, like, you know, the colors and the images, and like, it really is like so appealing. I love it. Okay, there's also a Snapchat kind of thing going on Instagram.
Yeah, about a month ago they released Stories, which was a Snapchat feature they stole. But it's been kind of cool for Instagram to be able to release something where you could view somebody's feed, because before, you know, you could go to their profile and see their photos and stuff like that, but, you know, this really adds that storytelling capability where you can add some videos, stitch together photos. You can throw a boomerang on there, which is Instagram's other app that allows you to do kind of the back-forth videos. But the Stories was a really cool thing. Even though some Snapchat users like myself are saying you shouldn't rip off other apps, we're also saying, you know, this is important for them to progress the app and give you a real profile.
There's a few ways to jazz up your Instagram page.
Yep.
I was talking about this. It is so visually appealing. So what are some tips you have for folks out there who want to make theirs look really amazing?
I think the big one is find your visual voice. I think that's important to let your images reflect your style and reflect your character. You know, and a lot of good photographers are doing that right now. They're really picking a style. They're picking a profile aesthetic, if you will, and that's how they're getting followed. So, I mean, it's really helping you get out there and really helping people understand who you are through your photography. You know, another thing is teach people things. I think the more that you can teach people through your social media, the more that they'll rely on you as an expert. So, I mean, if you're trying to get your skills out there and trying to tell people who you are, definitely teach people things. You know, another thing, use natural light. A lot of people try to really mess with their lighting, big flash pictures and things like that. Use as much natural light as possible. These phones can take in a whole lot of really cool natural light. They've got big apertures, you know, so they can take in that natural light, make you look really, really good if you use it the right way instead of blowing out your face with a flash.
Well, and don't over filter. I feel like sometimes those filters just make the pictures look weird.
Absolutely. Every photo from Knoxville comes with the Nashville filter.
Yeah, I love the Nashville filter. It's one of my favorites. The Mayfield, too. Yep. Isn't it funny how we speak in these terms now?
Yes.
John, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me again.
It's so good to see you. All right, when we come back, we wrap up the show.